สวัสดีค่ะ Good morning. Welcome to Morning Thailand of 23rd of September 2013. I am Tulip Naksampom.
And I'm Wanasan Kurahong.
And today we will start with
the events that took place yesterday.
Okay.
And of course, if you haven't noticed already, yesterday was actually the carfree day, the annual carfree day. Now, of course, we are trying, especially in Bangkok, I think it's necessary if we have a carfree day. But obviously, sometimes that might not be necessary, not necessary, but might not be possible because obviously, we gotta get to places. However, yesterday is 22nd of September, and of course, the Bangkok governor, หม่อมราชวงศ์สุขุมพันธ์บริพัตร presided over a ceremony called Bangkok Carfree Day 2013 at Sanam Luang. Now, if you know, Sanam Luang is the area in front of the Grand Palace, and of course, about 20,000 of the cyclists, joined in this particular.
20,000?
Yeah, 20,000, and they say that for this particular event, they actually ride bicycles in a formation of a Thai national flag.
Okay.
Yes, so this is like one of the very interesting event that took place yesterday. As you can see, little kids joined in as well. Their parents took them, and they say that they moved from Sanam Luang area all the way to Central World. So that's in the Raj Prasong intersection. That's quite a bit of a distance for a rider, that's for sure. Now they say that they're trying to raise awareness as well as trying to promote, as you can see there. See, there's people, riding
in white, in
exactly
red, in blue.
As in Thai flags. Interesting.
They can be looked at as the. Is it possible to look at as a French flag?
No, we're quite different.
Okay.
Now they say that this is a share the road awareness. They're trying to create awareness that people would actually use less of the personal transportation and use more of a public transportation, and they are trying, the BMA is working currently to perhaps having a car-free day at least once a week, and this is of course the transport minister also joined this particular event as well. Now they say that at about 6 to 10 o'clock 6 in the morning to 10 o'clock last night, they were they also closed down the road so that around the Prachan area and Maharaj Road as well as Taiwan Road so that people could walk around, and that's our governor there. Now they say that not only this particular event, there's also other provinces like in Samut Prakan province, 1,500 of the cyclists joined the event as well. And Nakhon Ratchasima, they also have Korat Carfree 2013, where 300 of the cyclists join in, riding 43 kilometers long distance, as well as in Satun province in down south, using about 200 cyclists join in, riding 10 kilometers long. And in Songkhla province, over 2,000 of the cyclists joined the event, and in Mae Hong Son, 300 people also join in, as well as planting all the trees and such in the area to promote, raise awareness in terms of environmentally friendly country.
Yes.
There you go.
Talking about being environmental friendly, we talk about this news that I'm about to report to you guys last week, that there would be a 388 kilometers march from Nakhon Sawan to Bangkok, and the event finished yesterday at the Bangkok Arts and Culture Center.
Right.
There's a lot of things going on in the Bangkok yesterday.
A lot of marching and for good cause, I would say, all environmental related.
At the end of the march, the leader of the march, which is the Secretary General of Serb Nakhasathien Foundation, Mr. Sasin Chalerm Lab, said that it's only 20 kilometers short of original estimated. So it's actually 368 kilometers march for 13 days. 13 days of walk. That's a lot of walk.
Long time.
And he started with only, 5-10 people. But at the end of the day, yesterday, there's obviously more Bangkokians interested to join. So Serb Nakhasathien Foundation, along with NRD another 28 non-governmental organizations and just general people, civilians just join in the march. They have several spots to gather. Yesterday was the last day when they walk in Bangkok. In the morning, start at BTS. Mr. Sasin stay over at Kasetsart University on Saturday night. It's starting to look really overwhelmed since Saturday night when he marched from Rangsit University to Kasetsart University. He stay a night over there and start off. The first gathering point yesterday was at BTS Morchit Station at around 11:30 a.m. and then they walk to Victory Monument, which is another gathering point, and at the Bangkok Art and Culture Center. What is the walk it's about? He said that this is not to entirely oppose the project of the Mae Wong Dam, but it's actually to protest the EHIA, which is the Environmental Human Impact Assessment for the Mae Wong Environmental and Health Impact Assessment that government has commissioned on the Mae Wong project, that it hasn't passed. It has been several times and it hasn't passed, but the government has authorized the budget for the project in April.
Yeah, and they kept doing the assessment, and that's why they say that normally, if you do assessment the first time and you didn't pass, that means there's probably some flaws to it. It doesn't mean that you're going to do it until it passes.
Yeah, I mean, it means they have to adjust some details, something about the project. If they want to really do the project, they just have to keep adjusting it until it passes. But it seems like even though they have been doing the EIA and EHIA several times, they haven't really changed anything about the assessment itself. So it hasn't passed. And a little information though, yesterday the WWF Thailand has also joined in this program, and this campaign has came out and say that Thai government hasn't authorized any big dam project in the protected area in the past 20 years. Even though this Mae Wong project has been initiated for about 20-30 years, but it has been postponed and it has been opposed because it's in protected area and it's actually started off as the irrigation project. But now this government added to the water management due to the flood when they said the research showed that it's actually not going to make much impact about the flood. But alongside with this march to oppose the EHIA in Bangkok, there was also actually a gathering in Nakhon Sawan itself by the local people because the government told them building this dam will be a solution to their seasonal drought and flood. So a lot of local people believe that this will help, while a lot of organization and environmental organization and researchers said that it will hold only 1 or 2% of the whole water volume that normally flow through the province and go down to the south. At the end of the march, Mr. Sasin said that he believed this many people that show up, that join the march, would show the government that how many people that don't really agree to the project, and he believed that this thing that we saw, he believed that they will be able to stop the project. Anyway, yesterday they submit the letter to the representative of the Natural Resources and Environmental Ministry. So the representative of the ministry said that the National Environmental Board expert today, actually they schedule to have the deliberation on the project, but they is considering the postponement of the deliberation.
All right. So hopefully at least that means that some difference
at least
has
it's
already
slowing
been made.
down.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right, moving on very quickly to report to you over the weekends. If you haven't heard already, there's a lot of cheerful news, especially for sport fans, for the women's volleyball team. We won. We beat Japan 3-0 set. So all of the set.
And it's not an easy 3 set.
No,
it was really
obviously,
exciting.
exactly, we are the 16th ranked in the world. They are the 3rd. So that's quite discouraged. A lot of people say that it's probably due to the fact that when it took place right here in Thailand. So a lot of the cheering from the fans that help, discourage the spirits of the Japanese players as well. But don't forget, our teams are pretty good. Now they say that, of course, afterward they have to pay respect to, because they make a little bet with the spirit and say that if they win, they would march all the way back to their hotel. So they actually marched for 10 kilometers after the set, and that's reached to the hotel at about half an hour after midnight. Those are the fans that were waiting. And at this point, they say that each of the players are getting 200,000 baht each. So altogether about 2.4 million baht at this point, just to give them reward for all their hard work there. And they say that they will meet with the Prime Minister this coming Friday on the 27th to actually pay respect to the Prime Minister, as well as let the Prime Minister congratulate them in person. So we're probably going to hear a little bit more on those, and great news for all our team indeed.
Yes.
Moving on very quickly here.
Okay, from hitting the balls to actually hitting somebody else's face.
Exactly.
This is a news reported yesterday, and it's become the news on the first page of newspaper and in a lot of Thai media, because two sides of the story are both quite famous in Thai society. One of them is this little sister of an actress, and another one of that involved in this event is actually we will call them part of the elite society of Thailand.
Right.
So two of the girls, actually it's all three together in the story. Yesterday there was a report that on Saturday night, Namwan Warapan Pan Kong Chun, which is the daughter of a big family that do suppliers for Thai for the airlines.
Right.
Sent the lawyer to notify to the police at Thong Law precinct that she got assaulted by Ning Panita Thammawattana. Ning Panita is the famous actress that I mentioned earlier, and Ning Panita's sister, which is Nan Chumpicha Pattana Hiran. She said that she was assaulted by these two women at Harvey restaurant in Thong Law 9. And she has to admit herself in the hospital. In some newspaper would say that one of these girls threw iPhone into her face, and that's the reason she got bruises on her face. So at the end of yesterday, in the same day, the person that got accused of assaulting her went in also to the Thong Law precinct and just, tell
Press
her
charge.
side of the story.
Right.
They didn't give much information to the media, but they want to press charge against Namwan also for assault and also try to steal some property away from her.
Right.
So both sides said they have evidence that the other side started first. Namwan, actually her mom gave interview to the media yesterday that they actually have the CCTV camera footage that shows who started the fight. On the other side, Ning and Nan actually said that they also have evidence, but they're not saying what it is, but they have evidence that they're actually not the one that started the fight.
Okay, so we're probably going to hear more about it, most definitely. But the case that we also already heard of is actually, if you've seen on the front pages, this is the case quite bad. There was like a killing was going on. However, it was sad due to the fact that this particular case in the Prachuap Khiri Khan province, there has been a report of the gunshot. Three bodies actually were found. Two of them belongs to, one is former policeman Somboon Nu Raksa, and another was Kun Suphawadi Sukjarat. Now this particular lady, Kun Suphawadi, was actually kidnapped by this former policeman, Kun Somboon, from Chachoengsao province. Now they say that they went to Prachuap Khiri Khan, is probably on their way to Somboon's house in Chumphon province. However, what happened was that when the police get to the scene, these two were shot dead. They believe that the victim was actually shot by Kun Somboon, and Kun Somboon shot himself afterward. And another body that was found is Adisak Kunjan, age only 14. Now, he was riding motorcycle, and they believe that as Kun Somboon was making a U-turn, he rammed into Kun Adisak and killed him instantly. So this is actually a very bad case due to the fact that Kun Somboon was actually under the investigation. Actually, he has been charged with rape, and he was raped. The rape victim was Kun Supawati herself, and they tried to settle it, but obviously Kun Supawati would not drop the case, so that led him to abducted her and hoping to probably settle it in Chumphon, and end up knowing that he can't get away anyway because after he ran into the motorcycle, his car has been shut off. So he ended up killing himself and obviously her. All right.
Okay.
Sad news passed very quickly. We're going to go
for
for
the last
a short
news
break.
of this break.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to take a short break. We'll come back and have so much more news to tell you about. Just stay
Stay tuned.